Hey guys, the dude from Denmark here. Yesterday I went to a Theros draft. Today I want to talk about how that went and how I think drafting Theros was. I'd also love to hear what your experience was with drafting Theros and the pre-release in general. In my last video I talked about the deck ideas I had for Theros and that I really wanted to do a heroic deck, which also for the draft was something I wanted to do. In my first few booster packs I opened 2 Acroan Crusader and 1 Phalanx Leader, which definitely meant that I wanted to go a red-white heroic deck. Moving on, I got cards like Fabled Hero and Cavalry Pegasus and also Dauntless Onslaught. I got both the Ordeal Cycle for red and white and the Magma Jet, which was really awesome. Another card I drafted was Chain to the Rocks, which turned out to be a really awesome card. In one of my last boosters I got Annex and Sumet, which was really awesome, especially since I did a white and red heroic decks. Going into the tournament, my first round I went up against a friend that got a deck using red, blue and green for his deck, which I thought would be too slow, but in this case it was just really crazy. He got a card like the Spellhard Chimera and the Prophet of Krupix. His Spellhard Chimera kept getting stronger and I didn't have any answer for that card, and I never did really draw anything that could destroy it somehow or counter it in some way. The Prophet of Krupix turned out to be really annoying to play against, because every time it was my turn he just kept doing something on his turn because he had mana for it and could do something with his creatures too. So it was really hard for me to get through. That first round I lost to him, but the second round I actually won, since I got 2 Acroan Crusader out really quick and a Cavalry Pegasus, and then just kept attacking with flying creatures, which he couldn't really do much against, especially because he didn't really get the Spellhard Chimera out, which was really awesome. So I won that really fast actually. The third round went as the first round. He got that 2 creatures out again, and it just really destroyed me, since I didn't really get any answers to trigger heroic. I just kept getting the Acroan Crusaders out, but couldn't really do much because I kept getting creatures and not really any triggers. So I went really bad that third round. The second game I went up against a friend who really didn't have any defining structure in his deck. He used a red and green and white deck where he somehow managed to mix devotion, heroic and the monstrosity mechanic, and somehow it just went really well for him. He really did good to this tournament and really destroyed me both times, leaving me 0-2 defeated to him. The third game I went up against a friend who had the same deck as I did, only just he had white and blue in his deck, which meant that he had the Hoplite heroic creature, which turned out to be really annoying for my deck. He won both time because he did get lucky on his triggers for heroic, which turned out to destroy me completely, and I really didn't get any lucky with my triggers for heroic, sadly. To sum up on this drafting day, I really did so bad. And I actually think that I really like heroic, but for drafting it might be a bit difficult, since you really have to get lucky on getting the right answers to trigger the heroic ability. My deck was really quick since I got the cheap heroic creatures, but also turned out that it was really slow at the long run, and would meant that I would lose because I couldn't really find any answers to doing more heroic triggers, because if I didn't really get it on my hand, so I had to be lucky every time to get the right answers to my deck. The guy who won the whole thing drafted in his first pack, he drafted Erebos, God of the Dead, which was really insane, which also meant that he went for a mono black devotion to black deck, which just turned out to destroy us all. He won all the time and really got some good cards for his devotion to black, and it was really crazy. I didn't get the chance to get up against him, but if I did I would really lose. That was my experience with drafting Theros. I would love to hear what your day turned out to be like, and if you won or if you had a nice deck, and also hear about the pre-release if you went to that instead. So you can leave me a comment down below and tell me this, and until next time, have fun guys.